Hello guys, it's Sunday, so here is your weekly dose of urban news. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and as always, a massive thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters and everyone else who keeps this going. And welcome aboard, Mark Famous. Ferrocarrils de la Generalitat de Catalunya has announced a tender for the purchase of 36 meter-gauge electric trains for the Llobregat-Anoia line with a total value of 529 million euros. The trains will be 85 meters long, have a maximum speed of 100 kilometers per hour and be able to carry up to 540 passengers. They will also be equipped with last-mile technology, which in the case of power outage will allow them to reach the nearest station at speeds of up to 20 km per hour. This will prevent trains from getting stuck between stations, as happened just over a year ago, and ensure they have sufficient autonomy to continue their route and drop off passengers in a safe location. The first train will arrive 4 years after the contract is signed. Some of the new trains will replace the oldest ones currently operating on the line, which were built in 1999. In Graz, Austria, the new Alstom Flexity Tram has begun passenger service. The first tram was named Theodora in honor of Theodora Eichem, who became one of the first female tram drivers in Graz in 1988. The new 34-meter-long trams consist of 5 sections and are the longest vehicles ever put into service on the Graz network. They have a maximum speed of 70 km per hour and a capacity of up to 200 passengers, which is significantly higher than that of the Varioban and the City Runner trams, which are currently in operation in the city. 8 Flexity trams have been delivered to Graz so far and are gradually being put into service on the city's busiest routes 4 and 7. A total of 31 trams of this type are scheduled to be launched by mid-2028. Meanwhile, in Riga, the capital of Latvia, they opened the first tram line extension in over 40 years and launched the Chengarax Transit Hub. The total length of the new section is 2.2 kilometers with 3 new stops. At the end of the new section, a transfer hub has been built where some tram lines as well as trolleybus and bus routes intersect with each other. The first new 4-car metro trains built by the Škoda Group have begun carrying passengers in Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria. 5 of the 8 trains ordered are currently in operation. Each of the trains is about 80 meters long and can carry over 580 passengers with a higher level of comfort than before, partly thanks to the air conditioning system. The new trains are equipped with an automatic speed control system that maintains a safe distance between trains. Overall, the Sofia Metro was launched in 1998 and now consists of 4 lines with a total length of over 52 kilometers and more than 50 stations. Venice, Italy has begun receiving its first hydrogen-powered buses, having purchased a total of 90 units from Solaris, 15 of which will be articulated units, while the rest will be standard 12-meter ones. Of course, they won't be used instead of gondolas, but in the mainland district of Mestre. The fleet is expected to be fully operational by the end of 2026. At the same time, the needed infrastructure for hydrogen supply and refueling is being developed to support the vehicle's operation. Istanbul City Council has approved plans to raise 871 million euros in loans to finance the purchase of 422 metro cars, which will be used on 2 extensions of the city's metro network. The plan includes 571 million euros for the purchase of 272 cars for the 9.7-kilometer extension of the M1B line on the European side of the city, which will run from Kiev Terazli to Halkali. Another 300 million euros has been allocated for the purchase of 150 cars for the 11-kilometer extension of the driverless M5 line from Çekmeköy to Sultanbeyli on the Asian side of the city, where the first 6.5-kilometer section from Çekmeköy to Samandira Merkez was put into service in 2024. Once construction is fully completed, this metro section will connect the city with the rapidly growing suburb of Sultanbeyli, where demand for public transport has surged in recent years. Currently, the Istanbul metro network spans 380 kilometers with an additional 87 kilometers of new lines under construction. The long-term expansion strategy developed by the municipality calls for increasing the network's length to 717 kilometers. In Bogota, Colombia, the company Tram de Occidente has laid the first beams of the 100-meter-long rail bridge across the Checua River, the first of 5 bridges planned for the project. Also, 90% of the old rails have already been removed in Bogota, where tracks for the new line are to be laid. And to build the tracks, they are using Chinese-made equipment capable of laying up to 300 meters of tracks per day. Overall, Tram de Occidente is a light rail line that will be 40 kilometers long with 17 stations and is intended to connect Bogota with neighboring cities. One of the 11 stations located in Bogota will provide a transfer to Metro Line 1, which is also currently under construction. The launch of the first section is scheduled for the second half of 2027, and the entire Tram de Occidente line is expected to become operational in 2029. And that's all the news for this time. The links to the news sources, as usual, are in the video description, so thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.